I can't. No words. No words.
All we gotta do is shout out. Too much talking. All we gotta do is shout out.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Kadeem, and I'm here chilling with
New York
Rap Pack. And to my left, I got.
It's your girl Pride. Sitting right next to me is.
You already know it's your girl Jada.
It's your boy Si's Craze.
And we're gonna get into some things today.
Yes.
In the past, we've been talking about a lot of other topics going around in the world, but y'all don't really know who we are, so we about to put y'all on. Go ahead, Jada.
Anyway, because I'm self-centered, my name is Jada. I'm 17. I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I moved to Queens because Queens is nicer. But yeah, so it's coming up now though. But anyways, that's really all you need to know. Besides, I'm going to a funeral all the time, but it's a vibe.
Yeah,
We want to go next.
Yes,
It's a vibe.
Yes, I like it. Well, I'm Kadeem. I'm 24, as y'all know, Brooklyn born and raised. I also live in Queens now. And basically, I am your all-around everything. Actor, model, dancer, host, writer. We heading to the top.
Speaking of the actor, model, all of that, I'm priceless, as y'all know, 16 going on 17, 2 weeks is my birthday. And I do a little bit of acting and singing and dancing and modeling and stuff, very versatile,
Okay. My name is Isai, aka Si's Craze. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. I'm not really a dancer or an actor because I can't do neither of those things, but I like to entertain people, so I do TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and and my favorite team is the New York Knicks. So given that I'm a New York Knicks fan, which I'm sure a lot of the viewers at home are, the New York Knicks just clinched their first spot in the playoffs, and it's been since 2013 since they've been there. So a lot of New Yorkers out there think it's a big deal. A lot of New Yorkers are congratulating themselves, high-fiving. They lit.
What happened? How come they ain't been going?
Right.
What was they doing this whole time?
Because New York Knicks got a bad reputation. We're known for being trash. We're known for not,
It's true. It's hard being a basketball fan from New York. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
What about
in the course of my life. Yeah.
What about the Nets? Don't they?
That's actually a good point. But like I said, the Nets they haven't really been on the right path either.
And they're kind of.
I ain't been seeing them at the championships and the playoffs and.
It's been you got a point. But I think this is the first season. I think rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I think everybody's trying to prove a point. Everybody's trying to show their true talents. Everybody's got that Mamba mentality, as Kobe would say. So everybody's just putting in work at the gym. Exactly. So the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets just clinched their spot in the playoffs. So congratulations to all the New York.
I think it's time. I think it's time for New York basketball to come back. I feel like something was kind of lost for a while.
But you know what? I think back in the 90s, maybe they were probably on their in their prime. Now
they old and tired.
I don't know.
They old and tired now.
Everybody's looking more towards California, LA,
and I feel like we more so look at players than
instead of the teams.
All of a sudden you a LeBron fan now.
Right.
Him no matter where you go.
I don't know too much about basketball. I remember a couple of years ago we was watching the playoffs. I'm like, go Curry, go Curry. I don't know nothing about basketball. I'm a cheerleader. I don't know.
At least you're honest. That's good.
I don't know nothing about no sports. I mean, I'll sit there and watch. I'll cheer, but I don't know what's going on. But yay, New York!
I want to be courtside someday. I just want to be on the.
I just want to be courtside for the pictures.
Definitely courtside.
I just want to be courtside for the pictures, because they got fire fits in the courtside.
I
might come in there with some fire stuff. Anyways, speaking of fashion,
right?
Because Rihanna be looking good on the courtside. Everybody be looking good courtside, but you dudes, y'all lacking in the fashion department. Not saying y'all can't dress. Y'all can drip. Y'all can't. But majority of the fashion trends is women. They doing the thing, and that's kind of sad. Y'all got the sweatpants, fire, Jordans, and a do-rag, and that's the fit.
I do agree that is not enough, and that is coming from me as a man. I feel like we as men we do get a little bit lazy when it comes to fashion. I do agree with you.
Okay, let me say this a little bit about that. So I'm not gonna lie. There are some boys that really do know how to dress. Celebrity wise, I love the way A$AP Rocky and Tyler the Creator dress. I love it. And then boys that I see in the neighborhood, in Brooklyn and stuff, when I go to parties and stuff like that. I mean, it's not always. Everybody has a different taste in fashion. Right. Let's just get that out there. But, they be popping out with the text and the Thom Brown and all that other stuff, and I think it's nice. I think everybody got their own way. I do be seeing the boys that just be wearing the sweatpants and the shirt with the do-rag every single day. Like, that's not trend.
Same Hanes
But
undershirt every day.
Yeah, I won't sit here and say boys can't dress, because I know some boys that could dress. Yeah,
well,
I know
not everybody's creativity levels, like, I mean, not me.
Right.
My creativity is on 100 all the time. But for a lot of the dudes out there, it's just not, clothes is just clothes to wear. You know what I'm saying? And then also, like, when you're talking about clothes, it's also wild because we talking about, like, name brands, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And speaking about that, though, a lot of people, not even just men, a lot of people think that because you wear designer, you're dripping.
That you're dripping.
It's honestly how you put
spend money.
Thinking
that they know what they're doing.
It's really how you put it
I could go to Rainbow and make a fire fit. I don't care. I'll go right to Rainbow.
I'm not about to go to Rainbow.
I'm broke. I'm taking my Rainbow, Walmart. I don't care. I'm going everywhere. I'm getting clothes.
She's right though, on a budget.
I think New York itself got its own like reputation, because I know a lot of people out there, a lot of boys, especially in New York, Nike Tech and a do-rag and a fitted and a couple of Jordans, like that, it could get away in certain parts. Like if you just go into a restaurant, or, you just go into the store, like it could get away.
Those accordion.
But I think a lot of people really a lot of boys just don't want to put in that work, and they don't really like, because there are a lot of creative people out there, but they just don't really want to spend that money.
And when they do, it's like, oh, dude, dress drippy, like the people you mentioned, Tyler the Creator, A$AP Rocky, they be calling them gay. I'm like, now y'all lying. He got dripped. What?
That's true.
I put no effort into it. Like even at the Met Gala, while all these dudes wearing suits, we got SZA with a halo. The Kim Kardashians literally dripping. What's going on? Y'all invited to this rich ass event. Nope. Lame is giving nothing.
Hey, what you know about us? I tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. You get what you please. We bout to get it on. Take off them drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be on. I'm about to go wrong. Cause I like what I see. Look, baby, I said I ain't gon' front. You got my heart beating so fast, some words I can't pronounce. And I be getting the chills every time I feel your touch. I be looking at the top, and girl, it's only us. All I need is a choice. And girl, I told you once, don't make me tell you twice. I know you see this. Hate about it, hate about it. Niggas know I had to swing, I had to make a play. I had to apply the pressure, cause you my hidden treasure. I think I'm falling in love. She said, what you know about us? I tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. You get what you.
Y'all, so we're back, and we are back with our segment that's called "Oh, That's Fire." So I'm gonna start it off.
Okay.
You know me, TV film aficionado, and I love just everything that has to do with that. And so I've been watching y'all know the Boondocks?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all know they're coming out with some new episodes soon.
Really?
So I don't know like exactly when. It wasn't announced like
don't get me
no, but it has been announced that they are coming to HBO Max. It's been
they need to get here.
Don't know when specifically, but because of that, I've been going back and rewatching like the old episodes, and they're just so fucking funny.
So
so
is Regina gonna be reprising?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't he pass away?
Yeah, John Witherspoon.
Oh no, I don't even want to.
I'm just like, how you gonna? Because you need granddad.
For real, we need granddad.
Yeah. So I don't know, but like I'll be watching it at home, and I'm like, these people are on the pulse of like the news, pop culture, everything. Like
it's like a Black Simpsons.
Yeah,
it really was.
Literally, in the way that they just like know like nuance and just like just the regular shit that we be talking about.
Right.
Which, like that's why I love doing what I do, but. That's what's fire to me, y'all. What about y'all?
Well, Pose just came back out. I watched the first 2 episodes
Don't spoil it.
the other day. I won't spoil it, but I will say that this season, sadly the last season, it's really good. It's really good. I know you was watching it.
Okay, stop, because I didn't watch the first 2 yet because...
Did you see the first 2 seasons?
I seen the first 2 seasons.
Okay, get into it.
I didn't know that it was going to be like the first 2 right off the bat. I was like... Because I'm so also used to it being on Tuesdays. Now it's on Sunday.
Yeah.
But no, I have.
Yes,
that's on
you
my
have
list.
to tune in.
That's on my list.
It's getting good. It's getting very good. The fashion is better. The wigs are way better than last season.
Budget has increased.
Budget has increased
sure.
because it's about to end. But the representation, it's beautiful. I love it.
Man,
the transgender stories, I love to see it because there's not a lot of representation about that. We have RuPaul and stuff like that, but that's like drag queen.
Yeah.
That's like over excessive stuff. We need the more realistic stuff. Right. And it's based in the 90s, my favorite era. So it's very easy to get into. So that's what's fire to me.
Yes, I will be too.
Anyway, since y'all was talking about TVs, I got something music wise. I don't know if y'all know this, but Willow Smith.
I
love her.
Chef's Kiss.
Yes, she just came out with a song called Transparent Soul with Travis Barker. They do rock, and I love me some rock music. Oh my God, finally, because I can't listen to Rico all day. I can't. So now I got Willow, and it is so good. And
She
TikTok
sounds
is
so great. She sounds like her vocals are like made for that.
Angel. I swear to God, Angel. And I'm just so happy. That's what's fired me.
So what's fire to me is that Floyd Mayweather is getting back into the ring with entertainment star Logan Paul.
Oh my
And I heard, I know it's a sleeper, right? And I don't really mind. I don't mind.
Not even the sleeper.
It's just like, why that man like that?
I hate him.
What I figured out, when I found out, I was like, yo, this is pretty fire. Floyd Mayweather making a guaranteed $100 million. So I was like, yo,
that's easy
money.
That's
bread. Make that money on that
make your money by fighting someone who has no boxing experience whatsoever, bro. Like that's
eyes closed.
He still has a career.
Didn't he win that last fight that he had with the first
KSI?
Nah, he lost that
Logan,
shit. No. You think of his brother.
Yo, they the same people to me.
Jake. See, that's how you know I don't fuck with these people.
On YouTube, that's when I heard. It was like,
there's a bunch of YouTubers. They making
Jesus, fix it, please.
They making some douche.
No, shout out to Mr. Mayweather and his
money making. No,
making money as per usual.
As he needs
He's
to.
rich as fuck.
But speaking that's off topic, that's actually still pretty fire. J. Cole is coming back out of retirement. He's coming back from the flesh with an album dropping on May 14th. This is long anticipated. He is considered, when you think of top 3 rappers right now, I guarantee you guys are going to say Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
You think so?
Well,
I'm not saying Drake.
You know what the
maybe you guys
problem
not
is?
specifically.
Right. People don't give J. Cole his props.
Right,
they don't give him his props at all.
But I also
see
don't
names, people are like, if you're stuck on a desert island, you have to listen to one of these 3 artists. They're pretty much going to say Drake, Kendrick, or J. Cole.
Drake?
I'm saying Big Smalls, but
okay, I feel like J. Cole, amazing rapper. I love him. But when people dead drag him.
No, they really do.
No, because they be like, you need a special kind of.
No, you gotta be
intellect to understand J. Cole.
And I'm like, ASAP Rocky shit.
And I'm like,
you gotta be the wokest of woke to listen to him. You gotta.
But no, he do have good music though.
He has great music. He has great music. Did they confirm that he's actually coming back? Because I know.
He posted it on his.
Then it's official.
On Twitter, May 14th.
I got beef with him, but okay.
No,
okay, he ain't doing that to me. He don't know me, but I be on Twitter scrolling. My girl, No Name. I'ma say she the best female rapper. I love Nicki. Nicki is legendary, but No Name, her lyricism. Maybe it's cause I'm a woke, Black Power person, but she be spitting, and he was talking about how she need to focus on other things. You're not tone policing a black woman. That's what you not gonna do. And when she came at him, she's like, you thinking about me with his black kids dying? I was like, I'm not word for word.
About the wrong things.
Thank you. As for any other rapper, but I guess I love J. Cole, but that rubbed me off the wrong way.
Don't make excuses for somebody just because of how good their music is.
He may not have meant to do it, but everybody do black women in, whether they mean to or not. And I'm always root for black women.
And it was very telling of the dynamic between black men a lot of the times and black women.
Even when their heart is in the right place, because his heart was probably in the right place.
It's just
it was unnecessary.
Yeah,
he was probably just warning her, knowing how the representation black women get. So he was probably like, maybe you should stay away from this because you don't want to get bashed on.
But it's that's not up to you.
Absolutely.
Right.
Probably just showing love.
And not the right time, because especially at a time that. Last year when we were realizing that it was black women that was uplifting everything.
As usual.
Read the room.
As usual.
Black women do everything. But
We're carrying y'all on our backs.
Thank you. But no.
What more do you want from us? I don't know.
I know people be mad, but like, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I am looking forward to that album. I will be tuning in.
I will be.
Okay, so on a more positive note, you know, Rolling Loud is coming up. It's in July. It's from July 23rd to the 25th. It's basically like a Black Coachella. Like, literally, they got all of these different celebrities. They have Travis Scott, Megan Thee Stallion, Little Baby, Lil Durk, you know, all of the good people. And they got a special appearance from my boy Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, yeah.
How you forget A$AP Rocky?
A$AP gonna be there
Okay,
too.
let me just say something. Because I feel like a lot of people are talking about this too. A$AP Rocky headlining Rolling Loud in 2021.
He's like, but he is like one of the best performers.
He is,
like, and
but
you gotta watch
his
his videos. Like his videos, like I'm sorry, but like I heard, because I don't know, but I see my friend. He said he smoked a joint to an A$AP Rocky video, and he said it was the best experience he ever had in his life.
You can smoke a joint, anything is the best experience of your life.
No, because it's like he does
A$AP
like
Rocky doesn't give me like music festival all the time. You know what I'm saying? He just give me like
he's very
But look, you know what's crazy though?
Like,
Because he's doing Rolling Loud, he's doing Lyrical Lemonade, and he's doing Governor's Ball. And he's all the headers.
He's headlining a lot, and I'm like, okay, is this because he got locked up in Sweden?
Like my thing is, they fighting on Twitter. Y'all need to put that in y'all lyrics, please. I'm trying to bump.
That's how you wrap people up. You know what I'm saying? It's just
tired of hearing.
Because I love Rico. I love Rico. She would have do some Koi Lay Dirty. Listen, I got no beef with Koi.
Mulatto was gonna be there. I love me some Mulatto.
I like Mulatto, but her name I like Mulatto, but her name be throwing me.
All right,
We're
not gonna speak on her name. The music be hitting. She's really like a. I want to compare her to Nick, but she really do have some good lyrics, good wordplay. A lot of these female rappers nowadays don't got that. Like you said about Saweetie, Shorty be rapping like she Dr. Seuss. Like I don't.
That's actually pretty.
I don't get it.
Wow.
She's beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
That was actually really good.
No,
I love Saweetie and I love her music, but
I know you got at the top. That's what A$AP Rocky does. Like that's the reason why he's in headline.
Because they beautiful.
Well, I'm saying, but he's an amazing rapper.
That's what
it's not why he's popping. No, but he's headlining like the first one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
because he's Rihanna, like
he's the GOAT, but his prime was like a little bit years back.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right now, I mean, they should have Megan headline him. That's just
like I feel like her name should have been like the biggest one. I thought she's had like a big year.
She's doing the City Girls too, because they're gonna be there. Little Baby too. Little Baby has had a hell of a year.
I heard Saweetie gonna be there. I'm like, what's she gonna do? I love Sweetie style. She adorable.
She gonna perform a dish at the Quavo.
She's cute. She real pretty. She would be a model, not no rapper.
You know who I wish was gonna be there, y'all? Who? Queen.
Beyonce. I'm jacking
Beyonce. Not Queen B. We talk about Queen Barbie.
Girl, she got a kid at home. She's taking bait. No,
that's
only in
July. She needs to
She
come.
breastfeeding.
I wish I could go so bad though. I'm be here in Brooklyn, mad ghetto. Like I wish I could go.
Today I was talking with like some of my friends. Not Rolling Loud, because first of all, Rolling Loud, Miami. Always nuts, like
Miami. You can tell by the flyer how nuts is gonna be
for sure, right? Like I'm hyped personally for all these music festivals to come back. Like I want to go to Gov Ball, dream of mine since high school. Like I really want to go, and I like it's coming back in September, which I think is interesting. Like
that's kind of a bad.
It's not like
especially with all the young kids trying to go to college and stuff like that. Like,
right.
Just
but you know, wherever the party is, people gonna go. It don't matter what year, what season it is, school happening.
They probably just playing to save, make sure everybody gets their vaccination.
Right.
Everybody getting vaccinated to go. But anyway,
now I want to be there. If you're a rapper, there should be no beefs.
It shouldn't.
Especially if you're making all this money. I can understand maybe get some money, attention, some clout. But if you're making money, good money, there's a reason.
I like beef.
Silly rap beef just gets you more checks.
Thank you. Like my thing is, they fighting on Twitter. Y'all need to put that in y'all lyrics, please. I'm trying to phone.
I'm tired of hearing.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of hearing.
Because I love Rico. I love Rico. She would have do some Koi Lay Dirty. Listen, I got no beef with Koi.
Mulatto was gonna be there. I love me some Mulatto.
I like Mulatto, but her name. I like Mulatto, but her name be throwing me.
All right. We're not gonna forget her name. But the music be hitting. She's really like a. I want to compare her to Nick. But she really do have some good lyrics, good wordplay. A lot of these female rappers nowadays don't got that. Like you said about Saweetie, Shorty be rapping like she Dr. Seuss. Like I don't.
That's actually pretty.
I don't get it. Wow. She's beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
That was actually really good. I love Saweetie and I love her music, but
I know you got with the topic. That's what A$AP Rocky does. Like that's the reason why he's in headline.
Because they beautiful.
Well, I'm saying, but he's an amazing rapper.
That's what they
But speaking of A$AP Rocky, though, we know that boy, got the drugs, got the sex. I mean, let's talk about drugs, especially, it affecting young kids.
Right.
So I think, I have a lot of friends that get into that business and, they do drugs. And I can see it. I can see that's really affecting them. Yeah. So I just want to hear from you guys' point. Like, what do you guys think about young kids, dealing with drugs?
Like, in particular with black kids, I think it's like we be bored all day. Like, our parents tell us, don't do drugs. Drugs is bad. Our older sibling in the room smoking weed.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? You smoking weed. You smoke cigarettes. You gonna tell me not to do drugs. You drunk all the time. Right. You gonna tell me not to do drugs?
And then you hear dudes that say, not as I do.
Thank you. Like, what you mean that's all you do? You gonna have, like, kidney stones. What's going on?
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, it's like, we doing drugs because we don't know what else to do. It's like, we go to school. Some of us be failing. We don't understand. The schools don't even care if we fail or not.
They don't.
Everybody dying every day. So what do you do when you got nowhere to go?
In schools, my high school, freshman year, I was like, I seen a lot of people just going to the park after school, smoking weed and stuff. And I never thought that weed was bad, but like I've never seen anyone do anything beyond that. Like I've never seen anyone, snort a line of coke and shoot up something.
That's the thing though, because I know like a lot of kids do marijuana and weed like that, but is there more to that? Like this?
Right.
Like
you doing that when you went after school, but when you go home, what else is you doing? Like
I heard my friend say he put a perk in a blunt. I was like, yeah,
I
was like, you're dead.
Oh, but you know what? Speaking, like we have, and like you were saying, there's a lot that we don't know. Like we look at what we see on like social media and TV, and we follow that. So in middle school, I cannot believe that people was really in the classroom making lean. What?
I remember that. No, people was making lean.
Yeah, honestly,
it was really an error.
It was an error. Not to glorify, but there was a period of time where that was very, very popular.
Yeah. Literally, about it.
Okay, right? And I was gonna say, like, when it comes to drugs, like everything else, like, it's in the music.
It's in the music.
A lot of people are there. A lot of influence.
Right, I feel like, pill popping. Okay, so I feel like if we're talking about drugs from my perspective, right? You talking about two different things. Are we talking about like weed? That's different than like actual like hard drugs.
Right. I think weed is its own category. Like a lot of people like to say that weed is a gateway drug to get you to the hardcore stuff. But a lot of people can control how the intake of what they do with marijuana, feel me? But then there is some people, like you're saying, Kadeem, y'all like to drag it and go ahead and put the perks in the weed. Put some coke in the weed.
But I want to say back to the music, like, it honestly helps, like, listening to it, it really helps you understand why people, like, because people think it's just, like, hip-hop and rap is just, like, people just, like, whining and stuff.
But they're singing about this is what they actually going
and they're talking about it, right? So I remember when Juice WRLD passed away, right? Rest in peace.
Right.
And, because you mentioned Onika, the queen, when Nikki spoke, and she said drugs is not the problem, it's how we deal with our problems. So we were just talking about mental health, so you see how everything
definitely. Coming full circle.
You be like, oh, that's a crackhead on the street. That's a mentally ill person.
Yeah.
And like even with like to take away things, people be having sex all over. I'm 17. Yeah. I'm lesbian, and I live in New York with my daddy. I'm not kidding. No play anyways. But it's just like, I know people popping out babies, which like, if you want to pop out a baby, your money.
Right, I don't judge.
Your money. Don't come to me asking to babysit though, because I hate kids. But like, go ahead. I hope you do, because no kid should be having a kid. Right. If you don't got a job to pay for that kid, you don't need no kids.
And speaking of no kids should be having kids, there are, and because we're kids, people don't know how to protect themselves properly. People are spreading diseases like wildfire. Like it's like it's crazy. Like and it's nothing wrong with using protection, using birth control, contraceptives, condoms. Like, come on, bro. Pulling out is not the way.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
I think drugs and sex are just one of those things that you have to really go into with a plan. You can't just really say, oh, I'm gonna have sex with this person or blah blah blah. Because if you're having sex with some girl, like, you don't know what she has, you don't know what you have, and you can. Because there are a lot of people that been having sex during this quarantine, and they pass COVID to one another.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah.
That's like that's kind of fucked up, because now it just stops you from your family from doing whatever, and now it stops your spouse or whatever you're doing it with. So it's like one of those situations that you really have to
like weigh your
options.
Like prioritize like what's really important. I feel like when you're young, like you get caught up and just like in the heat of the moment.
It's really glorified.
It's really glorified and really romanticized. You know what I'm saying?
And music and
where you have like the internet. It's there.
Movies,
you think that things are like real life, but it's not.
Right.
And I think that you gotta education is super important.
Definitely.
You gotta know what is out there to be like to truly protect yourself. To protect yourself, like actually protect yourself. And just be like honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, if you want to, experiment with your sexuality,
go ahead and do
what you need to do.
Right? But be smart about it. Definitely. My time ain't come yet, but sophomore year, I didn't really know anything until I was put into health, and health really did teach me a lot. People take health in high school. It taught me a lot. I can't really remember everything, but I know most of it is common sense, though. Like in certain ways. But that's very true, and that's why we have health class. Kids, go to health class. Go to health class. Please go to health class.
It is a mess, because it's like they be having sex with anybody and everybody, which I don't slut shame. I don't. But like you
just have
you
to
got class.
Be more like
literally, you got sex over class. Really? Okay, sure.
And there's just like a lot of diseases and viruses that are going wrong, especially in India, because I know that in India, I really pray every night for those people out there, because 10,000s of people are dying like every day.
Every day.
Pandemic and the COVID-19 situation, and I just read that like a lot of drugstores like Rite Aid and people who have cures for vaccinations and medicine, they're not really trying to give out the
because
they're not trying to give out the recipe.
Right. Because they want people to keep being sick, so they can come back and get the medicine.
I remember at the beginning, like when the vaccine was like just coming out, and it was like the U.S. like I don't know if they bought or something, but it was just like hella, like they bought like all of the supply like in the world, and I'm like, damn, you're like taking everything
from
you're
everywhere.
taking literally
Everybody
everything. I'm like,
needs,
you really think that you're the center of the world?
One
but
thing
anyway,
America gonna do is steal and keep everybody dead.
America is trying to make that money.
I think I read something the other day that they are planning to share. How nice of them.
No. That's the thing. They said, can you give out the recipe to those vaccinations? And they're like, oh no, we're not giving out the recipe, but we'll give you guys some doses. And they're like, no, because there are people out there in India who can't afford that stuff.
A lot of dying children, and that's what breaks my heart the most, because people in general, I feel like it's still very bad, but when it comes down to the babies and the kids, bro, like, come on. And they're from India. They never really had the same resources that we had to begin with.
At all.
So they're already at a disadvantage. So now, on top of that, we got all of this death and disease out there, and nobody is really helping them. And it's not only India. It's a whole bunch of other places. And I feel like this world is really scary. I don't want to bother myself too much about it, because I start to overthink and stuff like that. Start crying and shit. But
what you know about us? Tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. You get what you please. We bout to get it on. Take off them drawers. It's just you and me. You know what I be on. I'm about to go wrong. Cause I like what I see. Look, baby, I said I ain't go front. You got my heart beating so fast, some words I can't pronounce. And I be getting the chills every time I feel your touch. I be looking at the top, and girl, it's only us. All I need is your choice. And girl, I told you once, don't make me tell you twice. I know you see this. Hate about it, hate about it. Niggas know I had to swing, I had to make a play. I had to apply the pressure, cause you my hidden treasure. I think I'm falling in love. She said, what you know about us? I tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you
All right, y'all, welcome back. So we're gonna get into something a little bit serious. I'm outraged. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was a 16-year-old girl that was found dead in Boston. Her name was Michaela Milton, I believe.
Michaela Miller, yeah.
Michaela Miller, thank you. And we've seen this before. The cops are saying that it was a suicide. I don't buy it.
What black person hanging himself from a tree?
How is she gonna do that to herself, bro?
From a tree. What black person?
And I heard that her and her girlfriend white or something like that.
And she broke up with her like a few days before. Now she dead.
There it is.
Oh wow.
I was just trying to cover it up, making it seem like she had mental health problems.
That's how they always do it when it comes to us, though. Like, if they can't figure out what really happened, and not even most of the time, they just be like, don't even care. Let's just say it was suicide. That's it. Y'all know damn well that 16-year-old girl did not hang herself from no tree.
Yeah, I think she was like. I think I read also that she was like jumped.
She was
by like a group of girls or something.
For two 18-year-old dudes, two 16-year-old girls. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, and it's very heartbreaking because, bro, I'm 16. You just turned 17. It could literally be one of us.
Yeah,
I'm not even sad no more. I'm angry.
I'm angry. I'm just like, I don't want to say I'm not even surprised anymore because that is so sad to say, I'm not even surprised anymore.
Yeah. Repeat. I just came from a visual for like a bunch of kids like in Manhattan last week. Now we got another one. Oh wow, great! And this happened in April.
Right. And we're just not hearing about it, right?
Thank you.
I was also thinking like earlier. I think it's so funny because we've all seen like these cases with black people being killed by the police, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously that hits home for me as a black person, but as like a black queer person, because she was a queer person, like I always wondered like what would happen if like it was like an intersectionality problem.
Oh, they don't throw it out.
They don't throw it out. They were gonna throw it out because they didn't want to come out with it because of her sexuality. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like that is the most.
It's a double hate crime.
It's so silencing. I would hate to be in this position because it's like you don't see me, you don't hear me. I don't.
They don't care. Like they don't care about black people. They don't care about queer people. They don't care about a girl. Thank you. They don't care. Please, they got better stuff to do. Like, I don't know, kill another black person.
Hey, you in Boston?
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what would happen if it was a white person. No offense.
Oh,
they would have found the killer
by now.
They wouldn't be on no tree because we're putting a white person on a tree. They're not doing that. No.
That's true.
They're not doing
that. They're not doing that at all.
Yeah, but before we get too serious, let's toss it to the break, y'all.
Go.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
All right, y'all. So we're back.
How fire we are. We're amazing.
Dripped out.
Drip.
Every single person.
Oh, got it.
So check us out on Instagram at NYRatPack. And we are coming soon to GradygirlTV. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. Who's your favorite? Let us know down below.
It's me.
Okay. It's me. Light skin, bye.
Look out.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
Come on, light skin.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Go ahead.
You see me?
Anyways,
You
see me.
You see what is going on. You see what I was giving today.
You already know. We giving.
We giving.
Come on, give it.
Follow us, because we're amazing. Why wouldn't you?
Crown too,
Why wouldn't you? Give it. Best podcast ever. Ultimate podcast. You already know the ultimate podcast. You already know.
Ultimate podcast. So guys, how was this episode today?
I think it was the best one.
Yeah, I felt good.
Always the grip.
Yeah, we got a lot off my chest today.
So
it
got deep.
It was balanced, got deep, but it was also very funny,
positive.
energetic, positive. Yes, it was
very well-rounded. I guess.
Yes,
really well-rounded conversation. I liked it.
I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, UABI, United Apparel Brands Inc. We are
New York Rat Pack.
I swear I'm up now. Had a Nissan in the Jetta. Swear I'm gonna get it Tesla. Ooh, I feel so electric. This a bust down. VVS is on my neck. Gotta roll in, but tech. Show me my respect, cause I'm the man now. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man now. 100 grand, 50 grand, I'm the man now. You can't tell me who I am, I'm the man now. I'm the man, I'm the man. They like who that, hold up, is that Ronnie E? When I pull up on the scene, I'm in something clean. I've been grinding for so long, now they notice me. Planting seeds for my future in my family tree. Stay down and I bossed up, had to move a little different. Had to find my purpose, then I found that I was gifted. Living in the present, every day is like a holiday. Took a flight to England, I say vacay, they say holiday. I just fell in love with Lil' Shorty and she miles away. I could bet a dub on it, she won't entertain you legs. So what would you do if nothing comes easy to you? I'm living proof, what you manifest really comes true. I swear I'm up now, had a Nissan in the Jetta. Swear I'm gonna get it Tesla. Ooh, I feel so electric, this a bust down. VVS is on my neck, gotta roll in but tech. Show me my respect, cause I'm the man now. I'm the man, I'm the man.